Yo, someone needs to go check on the Democrats in California, man, because they are losing it, dude. Like this is wild. So Trump won, and they ended up having that special meeting, right, to figure out how to resist or whatever. Dude, this is crazy. This is what they've ended up coming up with, guys. Gavin Newsom kicks off special session to Trump-proof California. The governor says he expects to receive and sign legislation to defend the state before President-elect Trump's inauguration on January 20th. First off, you're already sovereign as a state in this country. I'm not understanding what you need to do to protect your state. What laws do you pass that would protect your state more than the Constitution and the 10th Amendment already protects your state? So I'm not really understanding what that is. It seems like copium to me. Gavin Newsom is kicking off a special legislative session in California to lead the legal resistance against President-elect Trump, an effort expected to focus on protecting the state's liberal abortion, environmental, and immigration policies as Trump takes office. Okay, so the special session, first announced soon after the election, aims to establish up to $25 million litigation fund. I read somewhere else it was $60 million. To bolster the state's legal resources in response to the incoming federal administration's signaled policy proposals that would harm Californians? What are you talking about? First off, your state's laws supersede federal laws. So off bat, if you have abortion policies that are different than the federal government's abortion policies, then you can enforce those in your state, okay? And proof of this is weed legalization all over the country. It's still federally illegal to the federal government, right? The government was raiding dispensaries, even though states were legalizing it, right? States' laws supersede federal laws, and county laws are supposed to supersede state laws. Now, each state has their own constitution, so they're able to handle that all individually, right? But that's the principle behind our country, okay? And so none of this is even necessary. I'm telling you right now, I know what this is all about. What they're doing with this is they are starting a fund so that way they can prevent those policies from being implemented in the first place. They will file lawsuits. They will get federal injunctions. They will do all types of stuff. This money is going to be used on the federal stage. They are not trying to protect California from anything Trump is implementing federally, because they can do that already domestically in California. What they're focused on is taking Californians' money and taxpayer money and using it to promote their globalist, corporate, rich people, neoliberal agenda that isn't designed to help any one of us. The governor hopes the funds will prepare the state's Justice Department and other agencies to defend against unconstitutional or unlawful federal government actions, challenge federal overreach in court, and take administrative actions to reduce potential harm. Yeah, did anyone challenge Joe Biden when he was talking about the federal government having the right to force states to lock down? Donald Trump never forced the states to lock down. Donald Trump asked permission to use the National Guard in places. What are you talking about? First off, Gavin Newsom, are you going to be trying to prevent ICE from doing their job out in California? Because if you're harboring and if you are aiding and abetting in the harboring of illegal immigrants, dog, that's a felony. So, dude, if you want to get arrested for a felony, dude, here's the thing. We're not going after people who just came to this country who want to make money. There's people who came to this country with gang connections. There's gangs who want to branch into this country. We're 35% of the world's GDP, dude. If you were part of a cocaine distribution network or a meth distribution or just any sort of drug distribution network, you were a criminal organization, right? They're involved in all types of stuff. But I'm just saying, let's say your thing was white. You selling white. That's how you make your bread. And you guys have a great distribution system where you come from, and now you're looking to expand. Dude, the U.S. is 35% of the world's GDP. You don't think these gang members are looking to expand out here to these rich people and these nerds that are going to spend their money right? Come correct, right? How much less violence I have to deal with out here? Come on, man. Dude. Announced mere 2 days after the presidential election, the special session has received pushback from Trump, who said Governor Gavin Newsom is trying to kill our nation's beautiful California. Well, it didn't just start with Gavin Newsom. The progressive left has been trying to kill California for a long time. For the first time ever, more people are leaving than coming in. He's using the term Trump-proof as a way of stopping all the great things that can be done to make California great again. But I just overwhelmingly won the election. People are being forced to leave due to his and other insane policy decisions, Trump said in a post on Truth Social, noting inflation, homelessness, and car prices in the state. Absolutely right, man. It's getting wild. And the fake empathy that they're using. Finally, they're now allowing the homeless situation to be approached. Before, they wanted these homeless people doing drugs in the street. They were handing them free needles. They had free injection sites. I think that stuff is still being ran too. Those are the types of fake empathy policies that enter into place when people are not able to calculate second order consequences, right? All they see is, oh, this person got infected. What prevents an infection? Oh, a clean needle. Yeah, but what prevents an infection and then also all of the second order consequences of that person continuing to be addicted to drugs? Helping them approach their psychological health. Dude, it's ridiculous how broken these policies are, man. And they're making their way over the East Coast, like in places like Kensington, Pennsylvania. Like, we got to do something before this whole country looks like that. The special session has also met resistance from California Republicans who say they don't plan to introduce legislation during it. California's a one-party state. They don't even care about representing the other side. Unfortunately, this special session is limited to the creation of a slush fund to defend Democrats' sanctuary state policies and environmental mandates that have stuck Californians with the highest energy prices in the country. The Assembly's Republican leader, James Gallagher, said, as per Politico, "It's a shame Governor Newsom won't allow for legislation to bring down the cost of living, fight crime, or address homelessness. But at least we know what his priorities are." Yeah, his priorities are President 2028. You think he's thinking about y'all out there in California as his constituents? Nah, dude. This dude wakes up, he spends at least an hour in the mirror before starting his day, and his whole day is just an act. I bet you this dude feels the whole time he's awake like he's the main character of a movie, dog. Democrats, however, have praised the effort, saying it will be a way to ensure the state must be prepared to defend ourselves and that it won't be caught flat-footed by the Trump administration. Bro, you're breaking the law. You are breaking the law when you don't allow ICE to arrest felons, when your DAs are releasing illegal immigrants that are committing violent crimes over and over again and they keep escalating. You are breaking the law. And you need to answer for it because this needs to stop. We cannot continue to empower MS-13 and Tren de Aragua. And what about all of these other gangs that are going to come in here? What if they form a network that forms a cartel, and then that cartel starts drawing an association with the new fucking the NC? I forget the one that's being run by China right now out of Mexico. Bro, this could be a serious vulnerability if we allow this to foment. We have to do something now. The Golden State, backed Vice President Harris in the election by 20 percentage points. Yeah, but they also lost a ton of territory to conservatives. If you look at the county map of how they ended up in California, well, that was before all of the long counting sessions that they had. A lot of those they were able to change at the last second. But dude, it's crazy how the establishment just finds any way it can to subvert the will of the people, man. It's crazy, dude. The Golden State backed Harris in the election by 20 percentage points, a significantly smaller margin than in 2020 when President Biden garnered nearly 30 percentage points. Still a huge percentage, still a huge margin. California spent $42 million on more than 120 lawsuits challenging the Trump administration's policies during Trump's first term, but the governor's office said, California is a tentpole of the country, from the economy to innovation to protecting and investing in rights and freedoms of all people, Mr. Newsom said in an emailed statement provided to The Sun. We will work with the incoming administration, and we want President Trump to succeed in serving all Americans. But when there is overreach and when lives are threatened and rights and freedoms are targeted, we will take action. They are a tentpole of the country, especially Silicon Valley. They actually produce a lot. They are a large portion of our GDP. Now, are they bleeding that out to Texas right now? Absolutely, they are. They are actually in a large way. And it's their policies that are responsible for that. I think the reason why they're so large of the GDP for real is partly because they straddle the border. And then also partly because the weather is so nice, dude. Everybody wants to chill out there. You know what I mean? Oh, man. The governor's office denies that the session is an effort to Trump-proof the state, instead calling it a session to protect Californians' values and civil rights. A representative of Newsom tells The Sun in an email he's not familiar with a Trump-proofing effort. That's a PR game. That's a PR game. You guys called it right after the election. You were scared of Donald Trump. I get it, playing the PR game, just like how, you know, other places, conservatives play the same PR game. But dude, this is what you do. You need to listen to your people in California. What is going on with the voting machines? Dude, I don't trust it. I don't trust the small margin the Republicans won by, okay? Because everybody I know, dude, even LGBTQ people out here voting for Trump, dude. So it's, I think that they do a lot to cheat, to manipulate. I think they work with big tech to cheat and manipulate. And I think they do a lot on that front. And I think that's how they end up achieving both their margins of victory and reducing their margins of loss to be able to claim this stuff in the media. But dude, yeah, it's wild, man. The term Trump-proof originates from the president-elect Mr. Newsom's office, saying, pointing to Trump's November 8th True Social post, "Our office nor the governor has ever used that terminology, and is not the goal of this special session." On November 7th, however, the Associated Press reported that Mr. Newsom's office told the AP that the governor and lawmakers are ready to Trump-proof the California state. Oh my God, dude. Wow, these people and their stupid games, bro. Taking taxpayer money to sit there and fight. They're pretending right now that they're going to use it for if it's affecting California. That's not what it's about. They're going to use it to challenge any federal law they can, and they're going to use that money to try to prevent the administration from being even able to be written in the record of history as a successful administration. I guarantee you that's what this is all about. They're like retreating. The power base of the corrupt establishment left is retreating, right? And the Uniparty is retreating back to California as their stronghold, man. Jesus, bro. Hey, at least they're not seceding. They might be retreating, but they're not seceding, right? So that at least gives us an opportunity to work our way back in there, man. Anyway, this was the one for the day. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.